Very good afternoon to all present here. Myself is Mahi, and I am the Technical Executive of Numerical Analytics. Today, we are here on a demonstration on NVivo, that how you can perform qualitative data analysis using NVivo. But before that, let me give you an overview of who we are at Numerical Analytics and what we do exactly. So in the past few years, numerical analytics has expanded rapidly to include a wide range of high quality numerical analytics software and technology and business intelligence solution. We works with various education institutes, corporate organization, government sector, profit and non-profit organization as well to implement education technology, business and analytical solution. We are the subsidiary company of Statworks Malaysia, and we are the only distributors of eViews, NVivo, Citavi, Smart PLS, and ExcelStat in India, as well as in our neighboring countries like Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and Bangladesh. So we provide education as well as analytical technology to students and research scholars. We provide STEM technology in India through Texas Instruments and leading qualitative as well as quantitative research softwares so that to make your work more productive. These are the products that we deals in. We have NVivo, which is used for qualitative data analysis. Then we have Citavi, which is a reference management tool used for citation. Then we have ExcelStat, which is an add-on module in Excel for advanced statistical analysis. After that, we have Smart PLS, which is used for structured equation modeling using the partial least square methods. After that, we have eViews. This is a time series analysis tool used for quantitative analysis, mainly focuses on time series data or cross-sectional data. After that, we have Texas Instruments, which are nothing but graphical and financial calculators. Now, these are some of our leading users who are using NVivo for the research purpose. We have many IITs, IIMs, WHO, ICMR, Sangat, Piramal Foundation, JNU, and many others also who are using NVivo. Coming to our international users, we have Urban Development Authority from Sri Lanka, Royal University of Bhutan, One Heart Worldwide from Nepal, and many others who are using NVivo. Now, talking about Numerical, so this is a new market-leading data insight platform that strategically combines QSR International, Palisade, and Adinsoft. Now, QSR's best-known qualitative data analysis tool is NVivo. They are the world's leading developer of qualitative research software, and over 1.5 million users are there who are using this software for qualitative research. They have got 3 international offices, 4 industry awards, and 12 software releases so far. Now, a typical research process consists of collection of data from different sources, then managing and analyzing all those data and generating visualizations out of it. So we'll see all of this, how it could be done with the help of this software, NVivo. NVivo has an integration with Word, Excel, and even with Outlook. Also, you got different modules for transcribing your interview files. And if you have a remote team, then you go for collaboration cloud for doing the project work. We'll see how it could be done. So you can generate reports, or you can do literature review and thematic analysis, sentiment analysis with the help of NVivo. We'll see how we can import, how we will be importing the data set inside NVivo. And we'll look for the patterns what that is present inside our data set and generate the visualizations out of those. These are the visualizations that I was talking about. This is right here is the cluster analysis. This is bar chart. This is word cloud. This is world map. This is Twitter sociogram, and this is tree map. So all these can be extracted from NVivo, and we'll see how all these could be generated. NVivo supports a wide range of data. You can easily import your data if it is in PDF format or document format. Also, if you have survey data in Excel formats, that can also be imported easily. Also, you can import your data from other reference management tools also, such as SurveyMonkey, ReferWork, Citavi, EndNote, Mendeley. These also files from data from these of these data types can also be imported. Also, you can import social media, you can conduct social media analysis using this software. You can it has NVivo has you can import Twitter tweets, Facebook comments, and YouTube comments also. Coming to the modules that I talked about earlier, first one is the collaboration cloud. So it supports real-time collaboration and it is ideal for remote teams basically. It lets you share your research data in a secure and cloud-based environment, and there is no need to send multiple files or folders when sharing a research project. And one module allows up to 5 team members to collaborate. After that, we have transcription module. With this module, you can transcribe your interview files in 28 languages, and you can save those transcripts in text format or document format. Also, you can tag speakers side by side while you transcribe your interview file, audio or video file. And it supports 28 languages. Out of those, Hindi is one of them. That's the regional language we got. After that, we have Citavi. Citavi in NVivo has an integration with Citavi. Citavi is a reference management tool. It lets you create an outline as you work, and it make notes on your sources. You can store and organize all of your references centrally so that you can mainly focus on your research. Also, you can track your work, you can put the timings or the task also, and view past search results as well. So this was about the brief introduction. This is our contact details. You may reach out to us using these numbers, or you can drop us a mail also. Now let me start the demonstration on the software. Okay, so this is NVivo, how it this is the interface of the software. Here you have your account details, and this is the learning and community section of NVivo, from where you can get the tutorials and connect with an NVivo community. Here you have the sample projects that NVivo has given to you. And this is the view for your recent projects. You can remove the projects from this list if you don't want other members to look at what project you are doing, but the projects will be saved in the system. It's just if you want to remove it from these recent projects, then you can. Now the first thing first is you have to create a new project. If you click on new project, it will ask to provide a title. So let me give it a title real quick. Okay, and this is the file, this is the path where you have to save your project. So I'm saving it under my D drive, or you can change by clicking on browse. Just click on next. After that, now the next step is it will ask whether you want to auto save your projects or do you want to get this display reminders. So the difference between two is if you go with auto saving of the project, you will not be able to undo your mistakes. Okay, so it is better to get display reminders. Let's say after 15 minutes, you can increase or decrease the time from here. Let me increase it to 20 minutes, and yeah, create project. That's it. You will enter into the project interface of NVivo. So whenever you create a new project, NVivo will give you a tour about the option that it has: import, organize, explore, and centralize. You can see if you want, or just let me skip this for the moment. Now here, this is the project interface. This blue ribbon right here on the left hand side is the navigation panel. Okay, so whatever data you will import inside NVivo will be stored here under files. As you can see, it is written import here. The data will be stored here under files. And whatever codes that you will generate, it will be created here, and cases are here, and so on and so forth. This is the menu bar, the top bar, where you can import, create, explore, share, and modules are available. So first thing will be importing of the data set. For that, I am creating, so today we will be working on 4 different kind of data sets. First one is PDF files. Second is interview transcripts. After that, we have images and video files also. So for that, I am creating subfolders just to keep my data in a more organized way. But this step is completely optional. You can skip this step. You can directly import your data set right here without creating the subfolders. But let me show you how you can create subfolder and then import your data set. So for creating the subfolders, you need to right click on files, click on new folder, give it the name. I have PDF data, giving it the name. So I'm just creating the subfolders right here. On the files again, click on right click and new folder. Image file, I have image data. After that, I have video file. And lastly, interview transcripts. Okay, so I've just created the 4 subfolders. Now I will import the data set. For that, you have 2 options, 2 methods. If you go right here at the top menu bar, you click on import and then select files. It will take you directly in, and you just have to select the data that you want to import. I'm going with images. These 2 files I have for images. Open and import. After that, in the similar way, I will import my interview data file. Again, at the menu bar, click on files under import and select the data. All of the 8 files, selecting all, open and import. So it has been imported. You can see the date is here and the timing also. So as I mentioned earlier, if you have survey data in Excel format, so you have to go to survey and select the option. You can import if it is an Excel format or text file or Qualtrics, or if it has the survey from SurveyMonkey. Okay, let me import the PDF data files and selecting the PDF data, selecting all of the PDF files. And lastly, the video file. So the next method, or another method of importing the data, is you right click on video and click directly from here, import files, and it will take you in. Video file, opening the video file. So all of the data set is here, PDF data, interview data, and the image data. Okay, so we'll go one by one. Firstly, we will do the manual coding. After that, we will move on to the visualization, that how we can generate the charts and bar graphs that I just showed you earlier. After that, we will move on to auto coding segment. And lastly, we will work on social media analysis, mainly on Twitter. Okay, first thing is manual coding. So I'm opening the interview file. So this is, as I told you, this blue ribbon is the navigation panel, and this view is the list panel. Now, if you open any of the file, it will open into the third panel, which is the description panel. So NVivo has 3 panes. So I'm opening Charles file, just double click it and it will open. You can see this is how it is open into the third panel, and this is an interview file, interview between Linda and Charles. They are talking about Down East and environment at Down East. So let me start giving it a read. Let's say, let's start from here. The people make it special. Most of the folks here are native people. They tolerate the dingbatters like me. It's the fact that commercial fishermen make up the fiber and backbone of this community. Okay, so let's say up to here, I find this 2 sentences relevant. So what I do, I want to generate a code out of it. So what I will do, I will firstly highlight the section that I find relevant, go to codes. There are many ways of doing manual coding. So I will show you one by one. So here you can see the codes are here. So the easiest way of doing is you just highlight the section, pick and drop it to this open area under codes. Make sure codes is activated, drop it, and you understand that you are trying to create a new code. Give it a name. Let's say I want to give it the name as community. I'm giving the name of code as community, but you can give any other name as per you like, and click on OK. Here you can see community has been added in the list with 1 file and 1 reference. So the file is Charles and reference is this highlighted section. Okay, you can generate as many codes with a particular reference. particular section, this highlighted area. You can generate another code as native people or neighborhood or fisherman or commercial fishing. Anything you find relevant to this to these lines, you can name it. In this way, so you can do that. Let's say, so it's still a sense of community. I want to add this this sentence to this community again. So what I do, I just pick and drop it to community. I do not have to generate a new code as community because it has already been here. So that's how I can add the references in the existing code. Also, you can delete or put extra content to your Word file. For that, you need to click on edit, and let's say you do not want this section, interview with Charles on May 14th. This whole section you do not want. Let's say you can delete it from your keyboard. Let's press delete and okay. So you can do that inside Word files and put another more content to it also. Let's say this is the edited version. I want to add this sentence here that this is the edited version. And whatever changes I'm making here with this file, with this document file, will not going to affect the original data set because these are the duplicate files. So your original data is safe. You can make any changes in this file as you want. So in this way, you can do the manual coding. Also, let's open the PDF data. PDF data will you can say the method is pretty similar. You have to just highlight this area and you can drop it to codes. We have to activate codes first of all and pick and drop. Or another method of doing manual coding is you right click on the selected section, click on code selection, click here on top level code because you want to generate a new code and give it a name. Let's say I want to name it as post, for example, and click on code selection. It will be added here. So there are multiple ways of doing the manual coding. But PDFs could be the mixture of tables or images altogether and with the content also. So NVivo gives you option for coding the images or table area, the content. So for that, you need to click on region and let's say I want to highlight this area. I want to code this this part of the PDF and want to code it as wildlife, for example. So I just pick and drop it to this open area first of all and name it as wildlife. So you can do that, but NVivo will not understand the images. It will only understand the language of words, text. So it is better to convert the images into content and then do coding on that on that content. For that, I will open an image data and let me open this file, competing water uses. So NVivo does not understand that this image has boats in it or water in this image. Okay, you can also zoom in or zoom out from below here. So what you do, you just need to click on edit first, select the interested area, the relevant area. Let's say I highlight up to this part and now I will provide some content to this part and do coding on that part so that in my reference the content will be mentioned. So for adding the content to this area, you need to right click on insert row. You can see the region has been here, the coordinates of the region is here. And now let me put some content. Let's say fishing boats at the river bank. And now I will do coding on this. So let's say if you have some codes relevant to this content. So from here, if you can see at drop down, if you follow my cursor, you have to open this. This is the list of the codes that we have generated so far: wildlife, coasts, and community. So let's say I want to do it into wildlife. Just for showing you, for the sake of example, I'm showing you that you can select wildlife, and if you click here, this context will be added to code wildlife. Or if you want to generate a new code, so in the similar way, you need to right click, code selection, give it a top level code. Let me give it a name as boats, for example, boats only, and click on here, code selection. So from below here, you can see boards has been added and you can do that. So I have clicked on one, that's why it has given me the highlighted area. Let me show you the references first, going back to codes. So these number of files, the number of files and number of references will increase in the future for sure. So NVivo gives you lets you look back at the references. Let me open community code for you. So it will be opened right here in the description panel. And these are the references. So we have highlighted these two sections from Charles file. So that's why it is only showing me two references. And both of the references is here. And the coverage is, you can see there's a coverage mentioned here. So this coverage represents that out of all of the data that is present in Charles file, these two references are only covering 2.34% of that area. So this is what this coverage represents. And let's say if you click on this blue icon, this link, if you click, it will open Charles file for you and highlight the references. So it is really easier to look back at your references because the number is going to increase. It will be 200 or more than that, in fact. So it is better always to look back. It will open the file for you and give you the highlights of your references. Okay, so let me show you the how you can do manual coding for video or audio files. So both of the files works in a similar way. So I'm opening the video file. Audio file also works in a similar way. Firstly, I will remove these waveforms. You have to deselect this waveform from here in the menu drop down for videos. Now this is a bit better. You need to click on edit to activate all the functions for doing the video file, editing the video file. Here you can, from here you can play the video, finish the selection if you have selected some portion of the video. Also you can stop it from here, increase or decrease the volume and the play speed also from these two buttons. Okay, let's say so. Let me give it a play it for you. Okay, so I'm sure you were able to hear what the video is about. So this person name is Ken, and he is talking about down east, and he has grown in that area. So he has told something about that. So as I told you earlier also, you can, NVivo does not understand anything about the language of text or words. So it is better to provide content to this video file also, and then do coding. So for adding the content to this part, you need to select the relevant area. Let's say I just up to 10 seconds, I select the part of the video, and you can see the rectangular right here. Now I have to enable the content. For that, in the same way, you have to right click on insert row, and the time span with the content will be activated. Now you can add your content to it and can do coding on that part. Let me put some content. Ken is talking about down east. Okay, either you can do word by word transcription, or you can it's up to you how you want to put the content. Okay, so this is and now you have to just select it and do the coding. But let's say if you want to um, uh, provide content to all of the video file from the very beginning or from the middle of there, so you can at any time you can scroll, keep the cursor here and play it from here, and the video will start playing for you. Okay, but let's say if you really want to from the beginning you want to do that, for that you can, let me take it back. So for that, for transcribing, you need to click on this icon. So what this icon will do, it will automatically insert rows for you for adding the content. So when you start play the video, the row will be added here. Let me play the video for you. So as you can see, I hit the play button and it start playing with the row has been added. So what you can do, you can hear the audio file or video file and pause it for a minute, then put the content, then play again, then put the content. Or let's say if you are not find this part relevant, you just scroll it till here, stop it and play again. So that's, then it will start playing after that part. It's just, it will insert row for you so that you do not have to do it manually. But NVivo gives you auto transcription option also. Yeah, you get 15 free minutes with your software. So for that, you need to go to modules and click on transcription here. It will take you to that page where the transcription will be there. Okay, so I'm not able to access that. I think there is some issue. So okay, So let me tell you how you can do that. You have to click on modules here and click on transcription. There it will ask to add the files. So whatever file, audio video file, whatever file will be inside your project, that will be added to the transcription module. Then it will ask to select the language, and it will start transcribing for you. But only 15 free minutes will be given initially. If those got expires, you have to purchase the module that is available. Also, the accuracy rate of this transcription module claims to be 90%, and the better the audio quality or video quality of your file, the better the transcripts will be. Okay, so okay, so this was about the transcription. Now we will move on to the another segment, which is the query part, where we will generate the visualizations. For that, we need to click on explore, and under here you can see all of the options. You can do text search query, word frequency, matrix coding, hierarchy chart, maps, diagrams, so many options for you. Let me show you the word frequency. So as the name suggests, you will be able to get the most frequent words. And for that, firstly, I'll need to select the folder. So from where I need to do that. So I'm going with the interview files and selecting the PDF data, all of the both of the folders I'm selecting. But let's say if you want to go for any particular PDF or any particular interview, then you have to select selected items. Then you will be able to go within this folder. Click on OK. And I'm let's say I only want 100 most frequent words with the minimum length of, let's say I'm increasing this length to be 5, because I do not want basic words like have, got, went. And you can group the results with exact matches or with the stemmed words with the synonyms, specializations, or generalizations as well. So I'm going with the exact matches for the moment, and you need to click on run query. So you have got the summary of 100 most frequent words with the length of the word, count of the word, and the percentage also. So you can see water has been more frequent, has most frequent in our data set, both of the interview files and the PDFs. After that, it has environmental, environment, and this is the these are the 100 most frequent words. Also, you can remove any word if you do not find relevant in the summary list. Let's say I don't find total is making sense for me. I don't think it is making any sense. So I want to delete this from the summary list. So what you can do, you can add this word to stop word list from right here at the top. If you can see add to stop word list, click on here, and make sure you have to select total first, and then click on add to stop word list. Click OK and run the query again. And you can see it was between number and forest, and now it is gone. So in this way, you can remove as many words as you like. You can export the summary list. You need to just right click and click on export list, and all it will be exported. If you want to save it in Word format or PDF format, let me keep it in PDF format. Saving on the desktop, just to show you, click on save. And here are the results. So as you can see, this is the summary list of 100 most frequent words in my project. So it will help me basically to create codes. With the help of word frequency, you generate word cloud. On the right hand side axis, if you follow my cursor, you have summary and word cloud. I click on word cloud, and it will give you, pick any style that is available at the top. If you follow my cursor, you have many styles for better visualization. So this is the word cloud that we have got, and you can see the bigger the word is, the more frequent it is in my data set: water, environmental, science, environment, resources, and population. And also we have got all of the words here. So you can directly generate code out of here. Let's say if you want to generate code for resources, for example. So you just click on resources, then right click on here and click on create resources as code. And what it will do, you need to click OK first, give it the name again, resources, and click OK. So what this will do, it will take all the references going to codes. It will take all the references wherever the word resources has come up and will take it as a reference. So resources has came up in 5 files and there has been 364 references. So let me open it, double click on resources. Let me show you the references, what are the references are. So you can see 3 references are coming from Barbara file, and this is the first reference to the environment and natural resources. Here it is, resources. How did you end up? Okay, use our natural renewable resources. So this is the way, these are the references. Also, you can get the summary of the resources. If you click on the right hand side axis here on the summary, you can see from where it is coming from. So only one interview file has this word resources, which is of Barbara, and all remaining 4 files are PDF file. And the most frequent, the most used is EVS file, which has 338 references. So that's how we can see from where the word is coming from and what are those references. Going back to word frequency query, you can change the theme, change the style of this word cloud. Let me select this option, the 4th one. So this is the visualization you have got. You can save this visualization inside your system. Just need to right click, click on export word cloud, and give it the name word cloud and save it on the desktop. Click on save. Let me show you the results. Double click it. So this is the visualization, the diagram that you got. Going back inside NVivo. After that, if you follow my cursor, you have tree map also. So this is a tree map. In the similar way, the bigger the rectangle is, the more frequent the word is. And lastly, the cluster analysis. Let me zoom in a bit for you. So it has clustered here, conservation, irrigation, then teacher, pupils, and different projects, tree and grades, so system and method. So in this way, it has clustered together the words. Now let me move on to the next query, which is the text search query. Let me show you. You can look for a particular word also inside your data set. So let's say I want to look for a word, climate, for example. Let's take a word climate, and in the same, selecting the folders again, interview and PDF, both folders I'm selecting. Click on OK, and in the same way you can go with the exact matches or the synonyms or the generalizations, keeping it for the exact matches only. Click on run query, and you can see I have got the summary, and climate is coming in my PDF data and not in interview files. So I got one interpretation from here that the people has not used the word climate throughout the interview. So this is one of the interpretation I've got. 44 times the climate has been used in EVS file. Then these are the references. So if you click on this reference here on the right hand side axis, you will get the individual references in the similar way. If you click on PDF, you will go inside the PDF file, and wherever climate is coming up, it will highlight. So let me scroll down a bit. So here you can see it is coming, climate is here, it has been highlighted, and you can do manual coding from here. Let's say if you want physical environment, so if you want to keep this section to create a code, you can do that. Just right click again, click on code selection and give it the name, and you will be good to go. So from here also you can do the manual coding. With the text search, you will create word tree, and you can see, let me zoom out. Yeah, so this is the word tree that you got. So you can see the branches on both of the sides of the word, and if you hover your mouse, if you hover your cursor on any of the sentence, let's say I just keep my cursor on this particular line, it will give me the path from the file name from where it is coming. So it is coming from EVS file, I can see that, and if I click on here, it will complete the sentence. So interdependent physical environment include climate. Here this is the rest of the sentence. Sound and radioactive pollution at sun rays. Also, you can increase or decrease the length of the branches from here at the top in the menu bar. You can see context here, words. Just increase the length from here and keep it to 10, and it has done. Now you can save this diagram also by just right clicking and click on export word tree, and in the same way you will be able to save it the result on the desktop. And let me show you how it looks like. So this is the word tree that we have just saved. So you can use the results, these visualizations inside your research projects, going back inside NVivo again. So this was the query part. Now moving on to the third segment, which is the auto coding part. Let me close all these. For auto coding, I am going to generate the themes for my interview transcripts that I have. Firstly, you have to select all of the data on which you want to run autocode. I have selected all of the interview data set. I just right click here and click on autocode, or you can select from at the top menu bar, click on home, and here you have autocode option. You can select from here also. So here we have 5 methods for AutoCAD wizard. Firstly, it will give us the themes. It will identify themes for us. Also, if you want to perform sentiment analysis with the help of auto coding, you can do that by going with this option. Next, we have it. Let's say if we have the same speaker name, same speaker throughout your data set, you can go with this option also. Let's say if you have a particular font or structure to your data set, the similar kind of fonts or questions, then you can use this option. And lastly, we have use existing coding patterns. So here you have to perform good 30 to 40% manual coding, and then rest of the coding will be done with the help of this feature. And this is the AI feature of NVivo. So let me quickly generate the themes for my interview data. That let's see what are the themes that NVivo will give us. So it is identifying themes for me. So this is a result for this is the themes that NVivo has given me. You can deselect if you don't find any of the theme irrelevant. If let's deselect place, shrimp market, quality industry, houses, areas. I don't want these in my list, in my results, so I just deselected it and click on next. Now next step is NVivo will ask how finely you want to code text passages. Do you want the reference as sentences or paragraphs? You can pick any. I'm just selecting code sentences. Click on next. Here NVivo has created a subfolder for you under codes named as auto-coded themes. If you want to change the name, you can change it, or let's keep it as it is and click on finish. The results would be the hierarchy chart. It will generate the hierarchy chart for us and the coding matrix for us. So this is the hierarchy chart. We have all the child codes for fishing, water. So the fishing is our main theme and main code, and these are all the child codes: water, environment, commercial fishing, natural environment development, planning and change. All these are our main themes, and in this we have child themes, child codes. Also, we can see we have coding matrix. So on the rows we have the file, the interview file, and on the columns we have themes. If you want to change the rows or columns, you can click on transpose and it will be changed. Now let me select a color. Let's select this one. Now yeah, this is a bit better from the previous one, and you can see there are numbers mentioned in this matrix. So the number represents references. So if I click on 7, so this means in Margaret file there has been 7 references for fishing. So this is what this means. Let me open this, double click on 7, and it will show you the 7 references which is coming from Margaret file. Yeah, here you can see. So first reference is the last time I went fishing. So basically wherever word fishing is coming or the synonym for fish, it has taken all that sentences as references. So this is how it has created the themes for us. It has given us the references. In the second reference, you can see, so I was there last year doing the commercial fishing. You can see another word here. And we caught some Spanish mackerel, some pretty blue fish. So here you can see fish has come. So where stemmed word. So it is a stemmed of fish is the fishing is the stem word of fish, so it has take it as a reference also. So this is the references for the coding matrix. You can export this coding matrix also inside the system. Just right click on export coding matrix, and you will be able to save it in Excel format or SPSS data file or even text file. After that, we will move on to the sentiment analysis. Let's see how it will generate the sentiment analysis for us. Selecting the interview files again, click on auto code, and I'm going to pick now sentiment. I'm going to perform sentiment analysis. Click on finish, and the same results will be there. First one is the auto-coded matrix, and the next one will be the hierarchy chart. Here you can see we have got the hierarchy chart. You can see the sentiments neutral, positive, mix, and this one is negative. And if I hover my cursor over the sentiment, it is giving me the coding references. So we can see that most of the people were neutral during the time of show neutral emotions. They are during the time of interview. And let me open the coding matrix for sentiment analysis. These are the results. So we have got only 4 divisions here: very negative, moderately positive, and very positive. Let me change the color. Yes, this is better. Now here, the same way, the number represents references. So if I click on 14 here, so this means from Robert file, there has been 14 references for him being moderately negative. And what are the references? If you just double click on it, all the 14 references will be opened for you. So here you can see, if I give it a read, I would hate to see it change significantly. I hate to see congestion increase. One of the problems with people being able to get property insurance in the post is the inadequacy. So you can see here it has taken the negative words and clubbed it as moderately negative. But NVivo will not understand, as it is a machine, it will not understand the emotions behind the words. Sometimes the results will be opposite. And so as recommended by the resource persons, the results are not fully reliable because as I told earlier, it will not understand the emotions behind the words. Sometimes the sentence has opposite meaning. So you have to carefully watch and check if the references are really making sense to you or not. Okay, all right. So this was about this auto coding part. Let me move on to the last segment, which is the social media analysis. We will be working on Twitter tweets today. Let me close all these and quickly create a new folder for Twitter data. In the same way, you can generate a new folder as and give it a name, Twitter dataset. I'm quickly doing that and opening the Google Chrome for you. And let me open my Twitter account. Now I am open to the suggestions that any suggestion for any particular hashtag which could be trending these days, which on which we can get good amount of tweets. Any suggestions from the participants, please, for any particular trending hashtag? Okay, so as there are no suggestions, let me go with hashtag flood. Yeah, I just did it yesterday. Let me do it again. Hashtag flood. Let me see how many tweets could be generated with this. So you can see, okay, so people has used, you can see hashtag flood is there. And in this tweet also, hashtag flood is there. After that, so yeah, we have some good amounts of tweet. So let me capture all these tweets in a data set. But let's say if you want to narrow down or narrow down your search for a particular time period or for a particular location, you have to do it here, because once you capture the tweets, all the tweets for hashtag flood, you will not be able to bifurcate the data. So you have to put the filter right here before capturing the tweets if you want to filter down your research. So for that, for capturing these tweets, you need to click on extensions here, click on and capture right here. And now NVivo is asking whether you want to capture tweet as dataset or web page as PDF. So the difference between two, if you select web page as PDF, so whatever content you can see on the screen will be converted to PDF, and nothing else would be there. So you will not be able to get the deeper analysis of the ID. You will not get the location of the person, or if it is a retweet or the details behind the tweet. You will not be able to capture those data. So it is better to go with tweets as data set. But let's say if you are working or if you are searching for an article or any newsletter, then you can go with this option web page as PDF, and then it will convert all the data set, all the content of that article into PDF, and then you will be able to do the analysis on that. So I'm going with tweets as data set. Click on capture. So Twitter will ask to authorize the app. You need to click authorize app. You need to give permission. After that, going back to extensions here and click on and capture again. Here you need to click on show capture progress page, and you can see these many tweets has been captured. It will go on and on if it is really trending, but Twitter has put a limit of 20,000 tweets. You can only capture 20,000 tweets. So that's the limit basically. Let me stop it right here. So almost 1100 tweets has been captured, and it has been saved. You can see it has been downloaded right here. Let me go back to NVivo, and now I will import that tweet inside NVivo. For that, you need to select import, and this time we will go with NCapture, because we capture the tweets with the help of this extension feature. You need to select NCapture. So these are the tweets that I have done earlier. I'm just selecting #flood and click on import. You can see it has been imported. Double click on it, it will open. Okay, so this is the data set of the record is here, 198 tweets, and these are the data set we have got. These are the details: tweet ID, username, tweet. Okay, so this column, tweet column, is codable only. You can only pick this. You can do coding on this column, or rest of the columns you will not be able to do coding perform. And the time you have here, the tweet type, if it is a retweet, or if it is a mention, or if it is a retweet, then who retweeted, you have this information here as well. After that, all of the information you have got: location, bio, number of tweets, number of followers, following, all of the things you have got with the help of that feature. Now this is the tabular format. If you click on the right hand side axis, you have form. With form, you will get the individual detail of the tweet. So this is the tweet ID 3. So ID is 3 and tweet ID is this. The username, you have got the tweet of the person and all the details in the form. And if you click on chart, you will get the references, the bar chart of references basically. And so if you see on the bar, you can see that there has been 27 references, and on the x-axis we have the users. All right, you can change the x-axis if you want by clicking on here, select data, and from here drop down menu x-axis you can change it for hashtags, mentions, location. Let me go with location and click OK. And now you can see, so from Punjab, there has been 32 references for #flood. So most of them are coming from India, and from Chennai, and from Noida, and so on and so forth. So this is the chart. This diagram is also exportable the same way. Just right click, click on export chart. It will be saved inside the system. After that, we have the cluster analysis. So basically, these are the users. So if you see, it has clustered together this Nav Bharat with Surya Samarchan. These are the users. Then it has clustered together this with this user. Maybe they have retweeted or mentioned these tweets. So this is how it has given us the cluster analysis. Clicking on map, you will get the pinpoints basically from where the tweet is coming from. Let me zoom in a bit for you. And you will be able to see, if you select the cursor on the pin, it will say that 7 is coming from Ahmedabad, 2 is coming from Jaipur, 32 is coming from Punjab, 12 from Sindh, Pakistan, so on and so forth. You can save the map also by right clicking and click on export map, but make sure to save the relevant part of the map in this particular rectangle. Because if you, let's say if you want to capture the map of US, it will not be saved, because right here India is in this particular rectangle, so you have to fix the area and then export the map. And the last thing we have today is Twitter sociogram. Okay, so this is really interesting. It will tell you that how the people are forming groups or having the same thoughts basically. These are the small groups that are, and these are the vertices are the users. Let me zoom in a bit for you, and you can see the lines is there and the dots are there. The dots are the users. All right, so let me explain you this one, this triangle one, which is really basic one, so that you can understand it in a better way. So okay, as you can see, there has been arrows and something is written on those arrows. So if you can see, it is there @1. So @ represents mentions and RT represents retweet, and these are the users. So now let me understand you. Let me help you understand this. This user couch something has retweeted this person, round glass FDN person tweet, and this person has mentioned Punjab police in the tweet. So the original tweet was this person, it was retweeted by this couch tat, and then he mentioned Punjab police. So if you want to see the tweet, you just need to open it. I'm double clicking on this RT1 and it will open the tweet. As you can see, round glass FDN was the original person. The tweet is this tweet, and it was a retweet. This couch has retweeted this tweet, and it has mentioned Punjab police. If you can see, yeah, this Punjab police. So here it is. Okay. So this is okay. So NVivo has stopped. Let me. Okay. So it has been closed. Let me reopen it. Okay, so this was the project that we were working on. I'm opening it. Yeah, so the Twitter data is here. Opening it. Yes, so the last thing was the Twitter sociogram. So basically, you can see the most frequent tweet or most popular tweet with the help of this. That okay, if you can see here on this this vertex, so many arrows is coming out of it. Or if you can see here, let me zoom in a bit. So this could be really trending. You can see which is the tweet that is people are mainly talking about, who has retweet whose tweet. So you can get the details of that tweet and the location of that the person also.